Happy Saturday. We are back on a mowing job here, my ex's, and we're gonna start in the backyard today because she is currently burning. So gonna get choked out here by that. So we're gonna basically do this section first this time around. Got some tall spots over here and over there. 62 degrees, 16 degrees Celsius, I think it just said, and I forgot to change shoes, and now my feet are soaked. But where am I setting cameras up? So when I did this last time, I set up back there and I set up in this corner. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and let's get to it. Alrighty, mowing is done. That was a fun one. The backyard, as always, needed to do it multiple times. And yes, I did set up 3 cameras. However, the last bit, I forgot to turn on the Action 5. Alright, now it's trimming. I'm just going to switch over to the Action 5 for the rest of the video on this and try to get this done. But because she was burning and had all the stuff strewed over here, I did this a little bit different today. Honestly, I kind of liked the way I did it today because I was able to straight line this backyard instead of doing angles. So, and while she was out here cleaning up, the horses and the cargo thing for the truck, all that stuff is now out of here. In fact, I found another Craftsman knife saw blade combo thing that my dad had that was laying back here. But yeah, just do some trimming and this job will be done. Alrighty guys, this was a little bit of a workout today. This backyard was thick. I try to mow it all back into the center and then spread it out a little bit, but try to mulch it up as much as possible. And that is the job. Alrighty, we got her mowed, we got her trimmed, we got her blown off. We got stuff out of the way for future mowings as well. Awesome, that was fun. So the big dog house that was over here, put the dollies underneath it and pushed it on over to the other side. It's not really where it needs to be yet, but enough for today. And of course, I already mentioned we got back here cleaned out, the horses and the bed storage, the truck bed storage thing that was all sitting back in here. Everything is trimmed up. It was a little bit of a mess because I blew everything off, so next mowing we'll get everything cleaned up. But yeah, that was the job. Alrighty, packed up, ready to rock and roll. Alrighty guys, we are over at Canfield Island trying to get these pictures real quick because Mr. Baker is still at Montour Preserve. So getting the little guys out here for a walk. And I got the big guy with me, the Sony. I don't know if that's aiming down, it's not. Got the Sony. I do have the mount on here, which makes it where I cannot connect the mics directly to this, but I do want to try some video with this as well. So I'm going to have to adjust my audio up to 24. So I got to remember to do that. And if I do put the Pocket on, I need to switch this thing out of follow mode into like locked horizon, so it just stays. It doesn't, otherwise it'll adjust and I won't be paying attention to it. I do have the battery on it, so it's going to be way taller than what I plan on using when we go to the races. Mike does have another one of those other pieces, which I was thinking we were stopping there first and here second. But I do not have the swivel connection for right here yet, which I was thinking about hitting Walmart on the way out from here. And I don't have another 1/4-20 adapter to mount that other piece too. So there's some things I'm missing yet, and we got a boom boom. Little man had to go poo. Alrighty, volume was already preset. We are running ISO Auto to try to make this easier and to see if this is the problem I've been having. Just want to get a little bit of a pathway walk. Slowly bring you around to the kids. So I very quickly remembered how this is very, very tricky to do with these two connected at the same time, or even just one of them. Because anytime they need to go potty or whatnot, picking it up is a fun task. You gotta hold the camera as well as try to pick it up because it's dangling down, but at least it's attached to me. Alright, now just for fun, I've put it back in ISO 100 and we are in just a multitude of lighting. So I just want to see Right now my f-stop is at 0, or my EVO is at 0. There's 0.7. That's probably what I want to do though. I'll probably take some of that brightness out. So far, I mean, on the screen it looks right, but every time I try it with the races, I just don't get a good shot. Right now, now the f-stop is kind of going to be in auto to adjust. So I'm going to make sure that's turned down, but when I take photos, I'm going to probably have to use that. And Mike said no ND filter for this. So we are running no ND filter right at the moment, even though we're going to be in some sunny photos here. But I think he said with flowers, you want a fast shutter speed. That's the big thing with the race cars as well. So it won't be an ND filter, so I can speed up my shutter speed, which will bring the darkness down. Otherwise, it slows. ND filter slows shutter speed and gives you that blur effect, which I don't want. I don't know why people think that motion blur looks good. The idea is you have clear imagery, not blurred imagery, but a lot of people seem to think that's the way you're supposed to film. That's why I film at higher speeds, 4K 60 if all possible. Alright, so you are mounted to the top. And I'm going to do a photo here. Let's see what we're at. 320, 250. I'm going to go ISO 100, 320. Let's see how that looks for that stagnant water. I just want to see. I mean, the gimbal, it's really high. That's why I do want to bring it down. But the concept is, if I'm holding it up, doing a photo like such, that the camera is still taking a photo. Now with race cars, the difference will be is you have to track them and snap your photo. And honestly, continuous is the smarter way to go, so you get multiple shots. You know, we have these wildflowers coming up pretty quick right here, and we're going to go back around the opposite way to get the other ones. And then from there, I think we're going to get ourselves on the road, because I don't know how long Mr. Baker's can be there. I'm just and the reason I'd rather use the Pocket over using the Action is just with the gimbal. Alright, let's see what we can get here. We're going to creep in here. 81 millimeters. I think we're going to have to bring that down to like 500 now. Come on, we're going this way. See, the nice thing is with this I can put it up to my eye. Now granted, I am raising the camera a bit. Ooh, that's beautiful. I hope I'm in the, I think I'm set right. I mean, Lightroom's always there for a reason. Orange ones. Ooh, it's focusing on that stupid purple one. There we go. What is my focus on? Let's drive mode. Focus area. Is that center? I think that's center. Let's do this one. Am I too close to you? Ooh, it must be too close to you. Ooh, this thing does have a little bit of a range issue. Ooh, can we get the butterfly? I don't know where he went. Hope we got him on film. Okay, we'll get him from the other angle as well, and maybe get some close-ups of these sunflowers. And a bumblebee right there. Okay, yeah, that's not the right focus mode. Curious of this. I am shooting straight up. How far am I zoomed in? Jeez, no wonder I was losing focus. Oh, I got the tree, I didn't get the plane. I'm gonna be curious though, see how that worked out. I was trying to get a bumblebee, but I'm having issues with focusing. I think I was too tight. Let's see if we can get one of these sunflowers. Do I want to go higher or lower? Way higher. And back off. No focus. No focus. I'm almost back to 24. Oh, yeah, I was pretty far in. That's too bright. Where am I at? 1, 200, 250, 320. Okay. But you guys getting the idea of what I was trying to do? Okay, now you're aimed down a little bit too much. See, I'm not going to be playing around with the gimbal, so hopefully I'll be aiming in the right spot. But once I get the camera down another 3 inches from where we're at, I think we'll be better off. I'm going to have to work on focus modes too. You know what? Let's just go to wide. It's not even telling me what focus mode I'm in, which is kind of ticking me off right now. I don't want those weeds. Okay. I don't have your tail, Priya. There we go. And panting puppy, what number do we need to be at? 800 for you, Mateo. Okay. Alright, let's just do a nice little pan with the Sony. See how the colors come out for the flowers. Because I'm thinking, you know, at some point I might just be able to hit record on the Sony and be able to get some footage as well. So I'm not only using, because I can zoom in more with it. I am fighting 2 dogs as well as trying to hold this monstrosity of a rig. It is working though, I'm not gonna lie. I just scared off, I think, a yellow finch. And yeah, that's not gonna angle. He went up in that tree somewhere. I don't see where he went though. Dang nabbit. I'd love to get him. They do have like little birdhouses around here too. Okay. Yeah, I'm really curious though. That was the other reason I really wanted to have that other piece and have everything set up over here, so I could actually hook one of the cameras up and be able to test that before going as well, so I can see what that footage is going to look like. Because I won't use this if I'm not going to be in the way of this, which I'm afraid that's part of my reason of having multiple options. Is I'm afraid I'm going to be in the video holding the camera up in front of the lens. So, but if it's on the camera, it can't be in front of it. So that's my, whoop, sorry. What do you think, guys? And the other thing is to remember, I think I want this to be on lock, because otherwise I'm afraid it's just going to drift up and it'll be filming the sky if I don't. If it's locked in a position, it can't do this. It'll still be able to do the pan motion, but it won't do this motion, which that has been a problem in the past. Like if you're trying to film something, let me center you up here this way, they tell you the best thing to do is to lock it, because eventually it'll start to drift up or down and you're not filming where you think you are if you're not paying attention to the screen. Granted, right now it didn't do it, but last year when we walked the 8 miles at Weiser to Lake 2, it did it. And that's when I learned that after. So, ooh, we should do some photography with this today. Get this thing, I'm playing around with all the different cameras right now. I'm trying to keep my brain active so I keep going.